to another edition of the Student Fire Podcast, live from the Speak Fire studio. My name is Bobby Berg. I'm a motivational speaker for schools, and I am here to help you live your best life today. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Student Fire Podcast, live from the Speak Fire studio. I'm your host, Bobby Berg, and y'all, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for rocking with me. Seriously, some of y'all are here at 4 in the morning, or at midnight when this thing goes live. Sorry. Midnight Alaska time, 4 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. But y'all are here every single day when this thing goes live, every Monday, without fail. And I love you. I love y'all for your constant support. You have seriously changed my life on so many levels, I can't even begin to tell you how much it really means to me. So let's get right into this. We're going to do our minute of mindfulness, 5 seconds of complete silence, and I want you to do a check-in with yourself. I want you to really channel how you're feeling, be it good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter, but I want you to be honest with how you're feeling. All right, 3, 2, 1, quiet. See, that wasn't all that bad. Now, I'm doing really, really well. I just got back from a family wedding. My cousin Anna Marie and her husband Darren got married. It was an incredible ceremony, y'all. I loved every single second of it. It went off without a hitch. It was a Halloween-themed wedding. It was amazing. And, y'all, it was too good. It was just too good. Anyway, so let's jump into the topic for today. And I really want to talk about a fun time that I had on this trip. So I was out doing my thing, and I got really bummed in my metrics. So I was on TikTok, I was on my Instagram, which the Instagram is still up. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of Instagram, but I was like, all right, let's start looking at your analytics. Let's look at what's working. Let's look at what's not. Let's really get in the weeds here. And y'all, I got really bummed out. So for those of you that are following my TikTok, I posted a video where I broke down in the video. As a lot of you know, I have been very discouraged in my speaking business lately because I'm coaching kids left and right, and the coaching is going wonderfully. I love what's going on with it. But a lot of the live speaking events have gone away. And a lot of the people that I've been speaking to didn't want to do a virtual thing, which that's cool. I get it. I understand it. They want that real, raw, live, in-person experience. And it really discouraged me because I'm like, man, I see so many other people doing so many things. I see other speakers that I'm working with that I'm, my work colleagues where they've got, 10,000 plus followers and subscribers, and their YouTube channel's getting sponsored left and right, and all this cool stuff's happening. And I look at me and I'm going, man, dude, look at what they're doing. And sometimes I get in my head, and that voice in the back of my head tells me, well, Bobby, maybe you should just quit. Maybe you should just stop, dude. Anybody can sit here and make these 5 to 20 minute episodes on social and emotional learning. Anybody can do that. What? You don't need to do this. You don't matter. Nobody knows you. Heck, your website just got finished. There are people that have had their website up for years. Who are you? How many people have ever experienced that? No, for real. How many of you have ever had that voice in the back of your head really just start clawing away at every bit of sanity that you have? Well, I want you to understand something right now. That voice is there to get you off track. That's all it's there for. That's your brain. That's your monkey brain telling you, hey, or your lizard brain really, saying, hey, this is dumb. This is going to cause some pain, being emotional pain, and I don't want to deal with that. So you need to stop this. So we don't got to do this. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Let's just stay in the same path. And let's do that. And that's not to say that if anybody's, let me make the statement here. For anybody that's listening that is just content with their life, you love what's going on, you're chill, just waking up, going to school, coming home, or going to work, coming home, and just living your day to day, that's cool. But this is geared more towards the person that's looking for that extra something, that's looking to break through that glass ceiling that they put themselves in. Well, here's what happens with this. I looked at that voice and I said, okay, let's jump down the rabbit hole and let's see what really is at the bottom. And I started doing a little internal check-in with myself. And I realized that as I was checking all these analytics, and I was checking all these other people that are doing these wonderful things, I started comparing myself to them. And not in a productive way, but in a very destructive way. And I started looking at my analytics, and I kept looking at them, and I kept looking at the trends, and what episodes of the podcast have done better, which ones have done worse, why they did better, where the listeners were from, what cities they were in, what townships, what they were really listening to, what segments they liked the most, what was really working, what they really thought they liked, what they really, really spent a lot of time sharing to other people. Y'all, I stressed myself out. Like, no joke. I got so stressed out just trying to figure all this information out. And I came to this really great conclusion. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. You are here listening to the Student Fire podcast because for one reason or other, you found value in what I provide. You rock with me because something I said or did at one point in the 100 and some episodes that we've done, you loved what I had to say. And you said, you know what, Bobby, you're cool, but the message that you send is what matters. So you know what I did? I turned my analytics off for everything. I turned all of my analytics off. And I know my coach is sitting there going, Bobby, what are you doing? That tells us what's good and what's bad. And I said, it's true. But do I really need to find out what county my listener is in to really find what they wanted to hear? Or can I just look at the episodes and go, listen, this episode with Lenita Buchabek got over 35 views. Huh, awesome. Also, this episode on vulnerability didn't really do too hot. That's okay. It happens. Oh, but let's look at the episode on learning styles. Those are my top 3 best videos, which tells me one thing. Y'all really want more of that. So next week, we're going to have a lot more on it. And guess what? We're going to have a video podcast that's going to be back up on YouTube. Yeah, just go YouTube at Bobby Berg, and that's me. Same profile photo as it is on everything. But what I had to tell myself was, bro, these analytics, don't get caught up in this. Your life is so much more than the likes and the shares and the comments that you get on a social media post, man. As cool as those things are, don't get me wrong, what really is awesome is when a kid slides my DMs and goes, Bobby, hey, that last podcast episode, I really love what you're doing. That episode that you did on, professional development, dude, it was fire. Oh, bro, the episode you did on learning styles, man, I didn't know that I was a visual learner. And now that I know, I don't feel dumb anymore. That is why I do this. That is 100% of the reason why I rock with y'all. That's why when episodes don't do too hot, guess what? That's okay. Y'all are super busy as it is. So I understand if you don't have all the time in the world to sit around and listen to a podcast. So I appreciate every single one of you for listening whenever you get the moment to. And I know some of you go back and listen to old episodes. It's chill. Do your thing. I love you no matter what. All of that to say, y'all, your life is so much more than analytics. Your life is so much more than the likes and retweets that you get. You provide some incredible value to people. And whether you see it or not in the immediate moment is irrelevant. Keep putting out that content. Keep putting out those good vibes. Keep putting out that value for people. Make sure that people feel that they matter and that you make them feel incredible, even if it's in some small gesture. Because that, my friends, is the showing of a very valuable, positive, and life worth living. I hope you have a wonderful week. Your homework for this week is going to be to go out and make someone feel good. Do something random for someone. Something good. Buy them a coffee. Buy them lunch. It's starting to snow up here in Alaska. Go shovel your neighbor's driveway. Don't ask. Don't knock on their door. Just do it. And if they come out and say, hey, I just want to do something fun for someone else. Cut someone else's grass. Do something amazing for someone else. Yeah, it might include a little bit of elbow grease, but guess what? Doing nice things for other people makes the world a better place one moment at a time. I hope you have a wonderful week. Hop on that homework early, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
I got you.
It's coming. Are you ready to ignite the fire?
We are Speak Fire.
Oh, and by the way, that's fire with a Y.
What's going on, everyone?
Internal fire.
Student fire.
Young fire. Father's fire. Leadership fire.
Champion fire.
Unlocking the fire within.
Thank you all for tuning in. Let's grow.
Speak Fire.
Speakfire.com.
Speak Fire with a Y.
We have a new episode that comes out every Monday at 4 a.m. Are you going to be up with us?
Deuces.
I am excited to bring you my new book, Trendsetter, 7 Steps to Radically Stand Out to Be the Best You. This book details my journey of coming to the United States and being excited to embrace the American culture. But unfortunately, my culture was not accepted, and I found myself being bullied as a young girl. And in this process, I decided that I wanted to disconnect from my culture to be more accepted into American culture. And through that process, I got so depressed from trying to fit in that I attempted suicide my freshman year in high school. So this book talks about the journey of what I did to become radically transformed, to be the strong woman I am today. This book is something that's really going to enable the reader to understand and embrace who they are, embrace what makes them special, and become radically transformed. Get your copy today at becomingatrendsetter.com. Again, that is becomingatrendsetter.com, or check it out at my website at aishathomas.org.